Hey guys, and thanks for coming back. We are talking about horror movies today. And in today's horror movie series, the subgenre is horror comedy. Yes, horror comedy. It's kind of an oxymoron because horror is so much completely different than comedy. How do you put those things together? Well, they do all the time. And I'm going to be talking to you about two of my favorite horror comedy movies. There are more, but I think these two are my favorites. The first one I want to talk to you about, have you guys ever seen The Office, the TV show? In The Office, they have like a documentary crew that follows them around and films them and does all the things that they show, all the things people do and say in an office. Okay, well, this next movie is kind of like in the same vein, if you will. That's a pun. In the same vein. This movie is called What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows kind of takes that same approach. There is a documentary crew that follows around a house full of vampires. I don't think it's a scary movie at all. It is a comedy more than anything, but it does belong in the horror genre, I think, because it is about werewolves and vampires. This movie has been out for a little while, and I actually learned about it from watching another YouTuber. I had never heard of it before, and so I found it one day and I was like, I have to watch this, and I loved it. Oh, it was so good. I watched it like 3 times in a row or something like that. And then, because the movie has such a cult following, they came out with a TV show. They did. The TV show was on FX. Now, when the TV show first came out, I was just a little bit hesitant because they don't have the same characters as the movie does. And I loved the movie characters. And I was like, oh, they're going to screw it up, you know? But they didn't. The TV show characters are so well liked. I love them. My husband doesn't like horror, as I've talked about in previous videos, but he watches that with me. And we even quote it to each other sometimes. That's how much we like the show. I believe there are 2 seasons. There's a 3rd season coming out, and I hope there's going to be more because we look forward to this show every time it's on. It's something that me and him can both watch, and we absolutely love it. So if you're looking for something spooky to watch this season of Halloween, but you don't want to be scared, I would suggest What We Do in the Shadows, both the TV show and the movie. Are they gory? No, they're not. They're not scary. They're just comedy, really. So definitely recommend. Now, my number 2 pick for horror comedy plays on stereotypes. Now, we've talked about this before in my miscellaneous horror, where there's a stereotypical group of young, beautiful people that go out into the remote areas, like the woods or something like that. And then there's a serial killer and they all get killed or whatever. This movie also, like Cabin in the Woods, takes that stereotypical archetype of a horror movie and twists it around. This movie is called Dale and Tucker versus Evil. This movie was so great. I didn't know what to expect when I watched this movie. So it's about these 2 redneck guys. Now, when I say redneck, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, okay? I've married a redneck, I have studied their ways, and I have integrated the redneck lifestyle into my own. So please, when I say redneck, I mean that with love. But these 2 guys are rednecks, and they're good guys, okay? You know right off the bat that they're good guys. It's not a spoiler. They buy a cabin in the woods and they're going to fix it up. It's going to be like their hunting lodge, a place where they can go for vacation, that kind of thing, right? So they go to a gas station or something. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, so, forgive me. But I think it's a gas station. And wouldn't you know, a car full of young, beautiful people happens to go to that same gas station. And those people think that Dale and Tucker are serial killers. Hillbilly serial killers, right? The stereotype. That is not at all what happens in this movie. I don't want to give it away, okay? But it's hilarious. I like it, okay? It may not be for everyone, but I really liked this movie because I'm just always looking for something new, something different. And I've seen so many of the same things. So for a movie to do this which I won't spoil. But for a movie to do what they did, it really impressed me. Is this movie scary? No, it's not scary at all. Is this movie gory? Yes, there are some scenes of gore in it, some really gory scenes, but if you don't like gore, they're not very long, and it adds to the humor, if you will, if you have that kind of sense of humor anyways. So definitely check out What We Do in the Shadows, the movie and the TV series, and Dale and Tucker vs. Evil, if you're looking for a lighthearted, not scary kind of movie for the Halloween season. If there is a horror comedy that I left out, please do leave it in the comments below. Maybe I'll check it out if I haven't seen it already. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, coming back to my horror movie series. How are you guys liking it? Am I doing a good job? Am I doing a bad job? Am I missing out? I only do 2 movies per video because I don't want these videos to be too long, you know? So just let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys next time. Bye.